Have you ever been worried about a fever? Have you ever rushed to treat your child's fever? Here's why you're probably doing it wrong. There's been a long-held misconception that a fever is dangerous and must be immediately taken care of. Many of us have been taught that you have to keep a fever down. Parents have been taught that they have to give medicine or undress their child and place them in a cool bath in order to keep the fever down. These are just completely untrue. Fever is actually part of your body's immune system, an immune system that has evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. Yet, widespread use of anti-fever medication has only been around since the early 19th century. Why weren't people spontaneously combusting before then? Well, it's because we have good science that shows that not only is fever not bad, but it actually helps your immune system work better. Fever makes it more difficult for bacteria and viruses to survive at those temperatures, as well as making the individual components of our immune system more effective at fighting the infection. Both kids and adults who let the fever run its course actually get better quicker. I know this goes contrary to what a lot of you have probably been taught, especially parents of young children. But this is again a case of just because we've always done it this way doesn't mean it's right. Cooling the body by removing clothes or putting children into a lukewarm bath is a holdover from old times where they really didn't understand why the body was creating a fever. It was seen as something that was bad and needed to be fought. Think about the last time you had a bad cold or flu. What did you do? I'm betting you probably covered up with a warm blanket because you felt miserable and like you were freezing. Imagine how you would feel if somebody came and took that blanket away. You'd probably be pretty upset. Now imagine not being able to verbalize that as a small child. You're sick with a fever. You feel freezing, but your parent comes and takes their clothes off, throws you in a cold bath. Pretty sure that would feel pretty horrible.
Hey, if you like what you're hearing and you'd like to work with me further, you can find my website down in the description below. Also, please comment with anything else or topics that you would like me to cover. And also do your social likes and subscribe.
Common instruction to parents from healthcare providers is to alternate acetaminophen and ibuprofen every 4 hours in order to keep the fever down. This does not help treat the infection in any meaningful way. All these medicines do is block the signals causing the body to create a fever. This does not help fight the infection, and in fact hinders it. While you or your child may feel better after taking one of these medicines to fight a fever, it's more of an effect on the body aches or headache. Yes, having a fever is uncomfortable. Another misconception is that high fever is dangerous. This is also untrue. There is no correlation between high fever and more severe infections. It's also untrue that your body has the ability to make a fever high enough to hurt itself. The common questions I get from parents about this is that if they let the fever get too high, their child will have a seizure. This is also a misunderstanding. It's not the height of the temperature that causes a febrile seizure. It's the rapid rise or rapid fall that causes your child to have a seizure. It's also the fact that your child is 6 years or younger. Their brain development has not gotten to the point where it's able to regulate that response. You can actually cause your child to have a seizure if you treat them with anti-fever medicines. While a febrile seizure is terrifying to witness as a parent, it's almost never a serious condition. So, the next time you or a loved one gets sick and has a fever, you're probably better off letting the fever run its course. If you get really achy and uncomfortable, take some acetaminophen or ibuprofen for the body aches. But remember, you'll be better quicker if you let your immune system do its job.